Understanding the subtle nuances of romantic interest can often feel like decoding a complex language, yet the signs that you occupy a man's thoughts are usually hidden in plain sight. When a man is genuinely invested, his mental energy shifts toward you in a way that transcends simple attraction. You become a permanent fixture in his cognitive landscape. This mental preoccupation isn't just about grand gestures or dramatic declarations. Rather, it manifests in the quiet consistency of his actions and the small, intentional ways he weaves you into his daily narrative. It is found in the just because text, the shared joke, and the way he remembers the specific details of your world that everyone else seems to overlook. Psychologically, when someone is on the mind, the brain naturally filters external information through the lens of that person. A song, a street sign, or a specific scent can trigger a cascade of memories and associations that lead right back to you. This level of focus indicates that he is not only attracted to you, but is also emotionally integrating you into his life. He begins to view his experiences as incomplete until they are shared with you, and your opinions start to weigh heavily on his personal decision-making process. By observing these 15 specific behaviors, you gain a window into his internal world. These signs serve as a roadmap to his feelings, confirming that even in your absence, your influence remains a powerful and constant presence in his heart and mind. Recognizing these patterns allows you to move past the uncertainty of guessing and helps you appreciate the depth of a connection, where you are already the main character in his daily thoughts. 1. He sends good morning and good night texts. When a man prioritizes these specific bookends to his day, it is a definitive psychological indicator that you are the first thing he thinks about upon waking and the last person occupying his thoughts before sleep. These messages aren't just polite formalities. They represent a desire to establish a consistent presence in your life. By reaching out in those quiet, private moments of the morning and evening, he is effectively inviting you into his personal space. It shows a level of dedication that goes beyond casual interest, as he is making a conscious effort to bridge the distance between you, starting from the very moment his eyes open. This ritualistic communication builds a sense of reliability and emotional safety, signaling that he wants to be the steady constant in your daily routine and that your presence is genuinely cherished. 2. He remembers the small random details you mentioned once. A man who is truly preoccupied with you will listen with an intensity that captures even the most trivial facts. Whether it is the specific name of your childhood pet, your irrational fear of a certain fruit, or a passing comment about a hobby you enjoyed years ago, his ability to recall these details proves he is paying close attention. This level of active listening is rare and indicates that he views every piece of information you share as a valuable treasure. He isn't just hearing words, he is cataloging your essence to understand you more deeply. When he brings these small details back up in conversation weeks later, it serves as a powerful validation of your importance to him. It demonstrates that his mind is constantly revisiting your past interactions, reinforcing the bond by showing that he values your unique perspective. 3. He tags you in memes or sends links he thinks you'll like. In the digital age, sharing content is a primary love language that indicates a person is constantly being reminded of you by the world around them. When he sends you a specific meme, a news article, or a song recommendation, it means that something in his environment triggered a direct association with your personality or interests. He is moving through his day-to-day life and filtering his experiences through the lens of what might make you laugh or pique your curiosity. This behavior shows that you have a permanent tab open in his brain. It is a low-pressure way of saying, I saw this and immediately thought of you. This consistent digital outreach keeps the connection alive during the gaps between face-to-face meetings, proving that your influence extends into his independent time and various personal interests. 4. He reaches out just to tell you something funny that happened to him. When a man experiences a moment of humor or a quirky situation, and his first instinct is to share it with you, it confirms that you are his primary emotional confidant. This spontaneous communication is a sign that he wants to involve you in his world in real time, even when you aren't physically present. By sharing these slice-of-life moments, he is attempting to build a shared narrative and a common language of humor. It isn't about relaying vital information. It is about the simple joy of connection and the desire for your reaction. He seeks your laughter because it validates his own experience and strengthens the intimacy between you. This habit reveals that his mind naturally gravitates toward you. Whenever he encounters something noteworthy, making you a central figure in his daily internal monologue and happiness. 5. He follows up on things you were nervous or excited about. This behavior demonstrates a high level of emotional intelligence and a genuine investment in your personal well-being and success. If he remembers that you had a high-stakes presentation, a difficult conversation with a friend, or even a simple doctor's appointment, and he checks in to see how it went, he is showing that your stresses and triumphs are his too. This proactive care proves that he hasn't just heard you talking about your life, he has internalized your concerns. He is mentally tracking your schedule and your emotional state, which is a clear sign of deep affection. By following up, he offers a supportive shoulder and celebrates your wins, showing that he is your biggest cheerleader. It confirms that he is thinking about your day-to-day journey and truly cares about the outcome of the events that matter most. 6. He initiates conversation even when he has nothing specific to say. When a man reaches out with a simple "hey" or a random observation, it signifies that the act of connecting with you is more important than the topic of discussion itself. This behavior indicates that your presence provides him with a sense of comfort and fulfillment that he seeks out instinctively. He isn't looking to solve a problem or exchange specific information. He simply misses the energy of your interaction. By initiating these aimless conversations, he is demonstrating that you are a priority in his life and that he enjoys the flow of your dynamic. It shows that he is thinking about you in his downtime and wants to bridge the gap between your separate lives. This consistency is a hallmark of someone who is emotionally invested and finds genuine happiness in your company, regardless of the context. 7. He notices when you change something small about your appearance. A man who is truly observant of you will pick up on the subtle shifts that others might completely overlook. Whether it's a slightly different shade of lipstick, a new way you've parted your hair, or a piece of jewelry he hasn't seen before, his notice reveals a deep level of visual and emotional focus. This attention to detail proves that he doesn't just see you, he truly studies you. His mind has created a detailed mental map of your appearance because he spends so much time admiring you and thinking about your features. When he compliments these small changes, it's a clear sign that he is captivated by your presence and that you occupy a significant amount of his mental energy. It shows he is invested in the nuances of who you are and appreciates the effort you put in. 8. He uses "we" when talking about future plans or events. The transition from "I" to "we" is a major psychological shift that indicates he already views you as a fundamental part of his future. When he talks about a concert happening next month or a trip he wants to take in the summer and automatically includes you in those plans, he is showing that he cannot imagine those experiences without you. This subconscious inclusive language proves that his mind has already integrated you into his long-term vision. He isn't just living in the moment, he is building a mental framework where you are a constant fixture. This sign is incredibly revealing because it shows a level of security and commitment. He isn't questioning whether you'll be around. He is operating under the happy assumption that you are his partner in whatever adventures or milestones lie ahead for him. 9. He asks for your opinion on things happening in his life. When a man seeks your advice on a work dilemma, a personal conflict, or even something as simple as what shirt to buy, he is signaling that he values your intellect and perspective. By inviting you into his decision-making process, he is showing that your thoughts carry significant weight in his world. This behavior indicates that he respects you as an equal and trusts your judgment. It's a clear sign that he spends time thinking about your viewpoint and how you might react to certain situations. He wants your influence to shape his choices because he sees you as a partner whose input makes his life better. This vulnerability shows a deep level of trust and proves that you are a central figure in his inner circle, someone whose opinion he truly treasures and considers before taking action. 10. He likes or interacts with your social media posts quickly. In the fast-paced world of digital feeds, a man who consistently interacts with your content almost immediately is clearly paying close attention. This rapid engagement isn't just about the like button. It's a sign that he has likely set notifications for you or frequently visits your profile to see what you've been up to. It shows that he is genuinely interested in your daily life, your thoughts, and the images you choose to share with the world. By being one of the first to comment or react, he is staking a small claim in your digital space and making his presence known. This behavior confirms that you are at the forefront of his mind, and he wants to be part of your online narrative. just as much as he wants to be part of your real-world life. 11. He finds excuses to extend the time you spend together. When a man is deeply interested, the end of a date or a casual hangout feels premature to him. Regardless of how long it actually lasted, he will suggest one more stop for a coffee, offer to walk you all the way to your door, or suddenly remember a story he must tell you just as you're about to leave. This behavior is a clear sign that his mind is focused on maximizing his proximity to you. He is consciously resisting the transition back to his life without you, because his time with you is the highlight of his day. This reluctance to say goodbye proves that your company provides him with a unique sense of joy and satisfaction. It shows he is constantly thinking of ways to keep the connection active and is unwilling to let the moment end. 12. He brings up inside jokes from previous conversations. Inside jokes are the private currency of a growing relationship, and a man who frequently uses them is demonstrating that he dwells on your shared history. When he references a funny moment or a specific phrase that only the two of you understand, he is signaling that those memories are playing on a loop in his head. This behavior shows that he cherishes the unique bond you've built and finds comfort in the exclusivity of your connection. By revisiting these moments, he is reinforcing the emotional intimacy and secret world you've created together. It proves that even when you are apart, he is mentally replaying your interactions and smiling at the humor you share. This consistent recall is a powerful indicator that you have a permanent and joyful residence in his daily thoughts and reflections. 13. He surprises you with your favorite snack or coffee just because. The just because gift is one of the most transparent signs that you are on a man's mind during his mundane daily tasks. If he shows up with that specific chocolate bar you mentioned liking or the exact coffee order you prefer, it means that while he was out living his life, your preferences were at the forefront of his consciousness. He saw an item and immediately associated it with your happiness. This gesture isn't about the monetary value. It's about the fact that he was thinking of you when he didn't have to be. It shows a desire to care for you in small, tangible ways and a commitment to learning what brings you comfort. These spontaneous acts of kindness prove that he is constantly looking for opportunities to make your life a little brighter and more personalized. 14. He tells his friends or family stories about you. When a man starts incorporating you into the stories he tells his inner circle, it's a sign that you have become a significant part of his identity. If you meet his friends and they already know about your recent promotion or your funny obsession with vintage movies, it's because he hasn't been able to stop talking about you. This social spillover happens because his mind is so full of thoughts of you that they naturally leak into his other relationships. He wants the people he cares about to know who you are because he is proud to be associated with you. This behavior indicates that you are not just a casual interest but a central figure in his life. It shows he is mentally integrating you into his entire social ecosystem and sees you as a permanent fixture worth sharing. 15. He makes eye contact and smiles the moment he sees you. The immediate physical reaction a man has upon seeing you is often the most honest reflection of his internal state. If his face lights up with a genuine, eye-crinkling smile and he locks eyes with you the second you enter a room, it's because his brain is experiencing a hit of pure joy. This involuntary response happens because he has likely been anticipating your arrival and thinking about you leading up to that moment. That split-second look of relief and happiness is a giveaway that you were already on his mind, and your physical presence is the rewarding conclusion to his thoughts. It shows an authentic, deep-seated attraction that hasn't faded with time. This consistent warm greeting proves that you are a source of genuine excitement for him and that his mental image of you is always positive.